everyone. I noticed some people were really puzzled by my brief time of grieving. Yeah, I grieved, but did it continue? Was it permanent? No. Last week or 2 weeks ago, people were telling their stories of grief, like 6 months, 2 months, how long they endured it. And people were puzzled. And I was talking to some pastors, and I felt like I was not normal. Something was wrong with me. I should have more grief. I should cry more. I should be sad. But I can't. I'm fine. I have my ups and downs emotionally. I sometimes miss Vicky. I do cry, and I think that's normal. But, it doesn't last long. I miss her, yes. And I was really floundering, like, when she died. But, like, now, I'm okay. I've gotten used to it. I don't know why people look at me like I'm weird or strange. Maybe they think I didn't love her. But that's not true. So I'm going to explain 2 points the pastors were discussing. Grief is just very different with each person. It's a personal experience and how they deal with it. Really, like 3 years, I took care of her, and I knew different things, were coming up. For 13 years, she was sick and struggled. The last 3 years, she had cancer, and it was bad. We'd go to the doctors, have very frequent visits, and I took care of her, and it got worse than before. So when the cancer did hit, wow, I really was grieving. It was awful. And I know that. I knew she wasn't going to live long. I just had that gut feeling. But as time went on, I grieved and it's gone. I knew that Vicky would not live. I knew we needed to just take a lot of different opportunities, vacations, and do things. And then I had a feeling the following year something was going to happen. And then the cancer came back in December, November, and then she died. One preacher at her memorial service read a verse, and I have to look up where it is, but it said, God gives peace to the mind and the heart. And I've accepted that, and, I've just moved on with my life. So my grief has been brief, and then it's gone. So if this just came out of the blue and I had no preparation for this, I think it would have been a lot worse. Yes. But I did know. So 13 years, I endured this. And now I'm fine. I'm satisfied, My grief seems like it's gone now and it's fine and I have a normal life and people look at me and I've tried to grieve, but the pastors even said to me, your grief seems now it's over. I miss Vicky, yes. I think about her a lot, but I have to go on with my life and I'm ready for the next chapter. So I just wanted to be clear in my explanation. And then I forgot my second point. Okay. Hi. So I recently vlogged and I had forgot to add my second point. Anyway, the Deaf Nation was last week and I went to it. And I met a member of my church. His wife had died of cancer, maybe in 2009. I met him, we were chatting just briefly because he had to leave. But I explained to him about my grief, and he did not grieve long either. He said he was prepared, ready for his wife to die, and it was fine. He had the normal grief and struggle, and I felt so much better. I am not the only one. I thought there was something wrong with me. I would check on the internet about grieving. I would try to find something that was the same as my personal experience, and I couldn't, and I just gave up. But here, this deaf man, he really grieves similar to I did. And I think it's appropriate. My grief is over now. So that was the second point I missed.